Travis Hunter. Have you ever lived without heat in the winter? Travis has. Travis and his brothers even had to live out of his mother's car just to survive. Now, he's a college superstar. Here's the story of homeless to Heisman. Travis Hunter was born May 18, 2003 in West Palm Beach, Florida, one of the most dangerous places in America. Travis started playing football at just 4 years old, and throughout his childhood, it didn't matter what sport he was playing, he was always better than the kids his age. Growing up was really difficult for Travis. Growing up, Travis got into a lot of trouble and grew up around a lot of violence where he lived at, and because of this, Travis's mom decided to leave Florida and move to Georgia when he was in 8th grade. Shortly after moving to Georgia, Travis's dad would go to prison, and that would have a huge impact on the family. But they would eventually get through it. Travis would go on to attend Collins Hill High School as a 5'11", 155-pound freshman that anybody hardly knew, but Travis would quickly let everyone know who he was. As a freshman, Travis only played 1 quarter on JV before being upgraded to varsity and playing a huge role on defense. And after having a good freshman season, Travis would work out every single day for the entire offseason at wide receiver and cornerback. Coming into his sophomore year, Travis grew to 6 feet and 160 pounds and was clearly the best player in the nation. Travis led the country with 7 interceptions and recorded 49 receptions for 919 yards and 12 touchdowns. And at the end of his season, he had a lot of big-time scholarships from schools like Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, but ultimately chose to commit to Florida State on March 3, 2020. After committing to Florida State, Travis wouldn't just stop there. Travis's junior year was even more impressive. Travis had 8 interceptions with 51 tackles on defense and 137 catches for 1,746 yards and 24 touchdowns, all which would be county and conference records, and would even lead his team to a state championship appearance, which they lost 19-12, but with his impressive season, he was named Max Prep's Gatorade Player of the Year in Georgia. By the time Travis's senior season came around, he was the #1 overall ranked player in the country and had nothing else to prove. But on December 15, 2021, Travis Hunter shocked the world and flipped his commitment to Jackson State University, an HBCU coached by Deion Sanders, making him the first player in college history to commit to an HBCU as a 5-star. Once Travis got to Jackson State, he suffered an injury that would sideline him for 5 weeks. But once he got back, he was dominating. His first game back, he had 4 catches and 2 pass breakups, and also went on to score his first college touchdown and interception in the same game against Alabama A&M in Week 10. The highly talented 5-star would finish his freshman season with 19 tackles, 8 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, and a defensive touchdown, with only 7 games played. After the season, Travis entered his name in the transfer portal to follow Deion Sanders, after accepting the head coaching job at the University of Colorado. Travis Hunter's 2023 season was one of the most highly anticipated and closely watched campaigns in college football, especially after his decision to transfer from Jackson State to Colorado. In his first college game at Colorado, he played 147 snaps on offense and defense and had 11 receptions for 119 yards and 3 tackles with an interception, helping Colorado win 45-42 against the national champion runner-up. The following week, Travis had 3 catches for 73 yards and 4 tackles on defense. And the following week, against rival Colorado State, Travis suffered a lacerated liver that unfortunately left him sidelined for 3 games. But once he returned against Stanford, he had a career-high 13 catches for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns, and finished his first season in Colorado with 57 catches for 721 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. After having a great sophomore season, Travis was ready to take an even bigger step. Coming into the season, Travis said his goals were to win a national championship and the Heisman Trophy. And in his first game of the season, Travis went off in Colorado's season opener against North Dakota State, catching 7 passes for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns. And the following week against Nebraska, had 10 catches for 110 yards. And over the next 5 games, Travis would go over 500 yards and 5 touchdowns with 12 tackles and 2 interceptions. And with Travis playing so well on both sides of the ball, he helped Colorado become bowl eligible for the first time since 2016, winning 7 of their last 8 games. At the end of the season, Travis Hunter played 1,443 snaps on offense and defense, more than any other player in college history. He finished the season with 96 receptions for 1,258 yards and 15 touchdowns on offense, and 35 tackles and 4 interceptions on defense, and winning the Chuck Bednarik as the Best Defensive Player of the Year, and the Fred Blitnikoff Award for the Best Wide Receiver, and the Heisman Trophy winner as the Best College Football Player. This is truly one of the great stories. Thanks for watching.